third annual African American Business Association Celebration and Awards Ceremony. We are here today to celebrate the wonderful accomplishments of those in our community. I would first like to thank our event sponsor, Joliet Junior College, for hosting this wonderful event as we partake on this year of excitement, enjoyment, and safety. It has been a challenging year for most of our businesses, but the African American Business Association, along with its partners and businesses, have done such a successful job this year. Thank you for being here with us this afternoon. I'd like to introduce to you our president of the African American Business Association, Mike Clark.
Good evening. My name is Mike Clark, and I'm the chairman of the African American Business Association, which is a subgroup of the Joliet Chamber, where we advocate for the creation, growth, and general welfare of African American businesses throughout the Joliet region while fostering economic development in the African American communities. We're so grateful for you joining us this evening as we honor our 2020 award winners and trailblazers for the African American Business Association. We want to thank all of our partners through our strategic plan and our work in the community as we work to build Black businesses in our region. We also want to thank all of the people who work with us with the Chamber and our board members and just people who have a heart for this work. I want to say a special thank you to our committee of leaders who work with us on a weekly and daily basis to move our vision forward for the Joliet community. We've done some good things through this pandemic, and we want to continue to move forward in helping our businesses grow and be prosperous. Thank you again to all of our sponsors for this event. We really could not do this without you, and for the Joliet Chamber for your support as we move our vision forward. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of the event. At this time, I'd like to give a special congratulations to our award winners for this evening's award ceremony. At this time, we have two Trailblazer of the Year award winners that we want to congratulate. First, Mr. Ferdinand Range of Range Funeral Home. Our other award winner for Trailblazer of the Year award is Mr. Howard Wright of State Farm Insurance. Thank you both for your continued leadership in our business community. Next, we have our Business of the Year award winner, who is Ms. Ashley Vesey of Level Up Event Planning. So congratulations. At this time, I'd like to give a special thank you to Joliet Junior College, who is our event sponsor for this award ceremony. So a special thank you to Joliet Junior College and especially Dr. Judy Mitchell for all of your support. So again, thank you and good evening.
Now we have a few words from our mayor of the city of Joliet, Bob Odenkirk.
Well, thank you. I thank you for allowing me a chance to speak and address everybody. During COVID, obviously things have changed, and this is one of them. But I do want to welcome everyone and congratulate the third annual African American Business Association Awards in conjunction with the Joliet Chamber of Commerce. This is a great little story what happened in Joliet, the Chamber of Commerce and the African American Business Association coming together to merge to form one group. Mary Jaworski, the former chamber president, had great vision and great leadership in doing this, and it continues with Jen Howard and with members of the African American Business Association. So thank you to all who helped put this together. I would like to congratulate the winners this year. Next Level Event Planning is the Business of the Year. They're a Joliet business on Jefferson Street. Congratulations. Also, Howard Wright, a State Farm agent on North Chicago Street, won the Trailblazer Award, as well as Ferdinand Range, Range Funeral Homes on Eastern Avenue. So congratulations to all the winners. And again, thank you to everyone for putting this together, for making Joliet a strong community, and for supporting and helping Joliet businesses. Hopefully next year or this fall we could do this in person like we've done it before. But again, congratulations to all the winners, and thank you for everyone for participating and for making our community as strong as it is. Thank you.
I would like to thank our Trailblazer sponsor, the Joliet Area Historical Museum. We would like to recognize Harris Joliet, our Trailblazer sponsor for this year's awards and celebration. Congratulations, Mr. Ferdinand Range of Range Funeral Home, on receiving one of our Trailblazer Awards this year. Ferdinand Range is the owner-operator of Range Funeral Home, located at 202 Southeastern Avenue in Joliet, Illinois. He has been there for over 40 years. He has also been recognized by the Joliet chapter of the NAACP. ABBA is recognizing those who have come before us and who are still thriving as leaders in our business community. Unfortunately, Mr. Range could not be with us due to health concerns and the ongoing pandemic. We want to congratulate Mr. Range again on receiving one of this year's Trailblazer Awards. Congratulations, Mr. Howard Wright. Mr. Howard Wright has been serving the Joliet and Will County area since 1996 as a State Farm agent, offering auto, homeowner, and life health insurance, along with financial services, banking, and mortgages. Howard is a longtime resident of the Joliet area and is committed to the community as he serves as a board member for Redeemed Church of God in Christ, Joliet Regional Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the YMCA Metro Board, also an ambassador of the Joliet Regional Commerce. As a member of the African American Business Association of Joliet, Mr. Wright has also served as a past board member for Trailways of Girl Scouts of Joliet and the Spanish Community Center. The Howard Wright State Farm Insurance Agency is also located in the downtown Joliet at 417 North Chicago Street.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected to receive the ABBA, American African Business Association's Trailblazer Award for the year 2020. Thank you all so very much for being here to share this occasion. I am so honored to have worked and been recognized in this way by the African American Business Association. Thank you to the board chair, Mr. Mike Clark, and to the board of directors. But it didn't just happen today. It took minutes, hours, days, weeks, years, matter of fact, 30 years to get to this point in my business and in my career as a trailblazer. I am so passionate, and I'm glad that someone else is passionate as I am toward my business. This accomplishment is something that I should cherish for many years. As I said, there are people that deserve this award as much as I do. I stand on the shoulders of my great-grandfather, my grandfather, Timothy Isaac Cruder, from Sparkman, Arkansas, who had a variety store. He allowed me to run the cash register when I was at 12 years old. That taught me good work ethics. It taught me how to handle money. It taught me a personality to deal with people and their distress. Thank you, Grandpa. It's also, I'm thankful for my family, my wife, Renee, for my girls, my grandchildren, who supported me with love, and my church family, Redeemed Church of God in Christ here in Joliet, who supported me spiritually on my trip. Last but not least, I thank ABBA again for their support for the people of color in the city of Joliet and the surrounding area. I hope the recognition of my work can serve as an inspiration to others as they work toward their goal. Remember, my work can make a difference, so can yours. I will continue my efforts to support ABBA, we affectionately known as ABBA, but it's an African American Business Association here in the city of Joliet. My brothers and sisters, let's stay together, let's work together, and stay focused. With this positive attitude in mind, we can make Joliet a better place. Again, I thank you, and God bless.
ABBA would like to thank our Business of the Year sponsors: State Representative Natalie Manley, Darcy Buick and GMC, Midland State Bank. Now I'd like to introduce Ashley Vesey of Leveled Up Event Venue and Design. Ashley Vesey is our Business of the Year awardee. Ashley was born in Joliet. Her vision began in 2018 with a focus on individual families who wanted to celebrate their special events on a budget. She studied in the art and event planning and received a certification in floral arrangements and also in weddings. Now Ashley of Level Up Venue and Design has become an empire in the Joliet community. Ashley envisioned her journey and is now creating the next steps of her business by empowering youth as the next generation of entrepreneurs. She held her first expo in July 2019 at the Noel Park Recreation Center, where 57 vendors participated. She also hosted the Leveled Up pop-up shop at her new location, 2711 West Jefferson Street, in March 2020. Ashley's mantra is locking arms to create a movement because we need to move as one unit. Congratulations, Ashley Vesey, this year's ABBA recipient, Business of the Year.
First and foremost, I would like to thank God. It means so much to me to accept this award today. Let's talk about purpose and what it means to me. Purpose has filled my spirit on so many different occasions. We should always have a purpose, even if we're still striving to understand what it is we want to do. I was walking towards my purpose as a young child when I started crafting everywhere I went. As I grew older, my journey hasn't always been easy. In fact, it was very difficult for me to walk in my greatness, but I was never willing to compromise my integrity. There has been so many moments of uncertainty and doubt, but with strong women by my side, my mother, Felicia, my granny, Fanny, and my auntie, Betty, taught me that with times, we always have to deal with obstacles. So you got to dig deep down inside and pull the courage out and keep going and never forget you was destined for greatness. So I want to say thank you to my family who showed up at the drop of a dime when I was in need of help, and my son, definitely, for giving me the space and understanding that mom is figuring things out for us. I want to thank ABBA and the board for recognizing me even when I thought no one was watching. It is imperative that we continue to support events that lift us up and recognize our contributions and allow us to see one another even when sometimes we can't see ourselves. It's Women's Month, so I accept this award in the names of all the iconic women who have empowered me, inspired me, strengthened me, and elevated me. Thank you, Rosa Parks. Thank you, Curtis Scott King. Thank you, Betty Shabazz. Thank you, Katherine Jackson. I say their names because when you show gratitude, you're able to remember that you didn't arrive in this place in your journey by yourself. You had help, support, and guidance. So when you're told you're not good enough, you tell them, not only am I good enough, this is me standing in my truth, and I am destined. I am a descendant of royalty. I am a queen. Always be present for one another. Lock arms together. We are unstoppable. And always remember, if the first woman God ever made was strong enough to turn this world upside down, these women together ought to be able to turn it right again. I've been in business for going on 3 years now. I am absolutely thankful that I've made it this far. I didn't think I would ever be doing this in my entire life. So I want to thank again ABBA and the board for presenting me with this award. You guys can find me. I'm located at 2711 West Jefferson Street, Joliet, Illinois, 60435. Thank you guys and have a good day.
I would like to introduce Dr. Mitchell of Joliet Junior College to introduce our keynote speaker.
What an honor to be here and joining in ABBA's third annual celebration. Congratulations to those recognized this evening. Next Level Event Planning, Mr. Ferdinand Range and Mr. Howard Wright. JJC is a proud partner of the Joliet Chamber and of the ABBA Group. I have watched this group successfully evolve over the years and appreciate the connections they are making and the partnerships they are strengthening. It is with great admiration I introduce the keynote speaker, Ms. Denise Winfrey. Denise Winfrey began her career in government as a member of the Joliet Township Board in 2003. She continues to serve as the collector for Joliet Township. Winfrey became a member of the Will County Board in 2009. During that time, she chaired the county's board's Capital Improvements Committee with oversight of the largest capital campaign in the county's history, which included a new health department, animal control facility, emergency management facility, new sheriff's facility, and a county courthouse. She was the first woman to be elected Speaker of the Board, and most recently was named Interim County Executive after the passing of Larry Walsh Sr., another first as a woman and a person of color. Denise is an active member of the National Association of Counties. She chaired the Workforce Development Committee. She was vice chair of the Community Economic and Workforce Development Committee. She is also a member of the Large Urban Counties Caucus, the Women of NACO, the National Association of Black County Officials, a NACO ambassador, NACO Membership Committee, NACO Board of Directors, and is a graduate of the High Performance Leadership Academy. In July 2020, Denise won the position of second vice president of NACO. In 2022, when she was sworn in as president, she will be the first woman of color in 40 years to lead that national body. She is involved with civic and charitable organizations around the area, including the Center for Economic Development, the Will Grundy Medical Clinic, the City Center Partnership, and the National Hookup of Black Women, Joliet Chapter. Denise is a graduate of Lewis University School of Business in Romeoville. She earned her BA in American University School of Public Affairs from Washington, D.C., her MSOD, Gestalt Institute of Cleveland, Case Western Reserve, Cleveland, Ohio, graduate certificate. In her spare time, she is an avid reader and loves to entertain family and friends. Please join me in welcoming this amazing lady, Denise Winfrey.
Good evening. I'm very happy to be here tonight at the ABBA, which is the African American Business Association's annual awards ceremony. I'll start by telling you a little bit about myself and how I got here. I was employed by Commonwealth Edison for a number of years and moved through several positions and locations, the last being as an internal consultant. My training is in organizational development. So what that means is I did team building, management coaching, diversity training, and interpersonal workshops for them. And that has stood me well going forward in my career. My division of the company was sold, so I started my own consulting business. I worked with several companies around the country until the market started to shift. I then got involved with politics and joined the township board as tax collector. At one time, the township, via the collector, took in the first installment of property taxes. Even though that's no longer true, being part of that group gave me an opportunity to be more involved and to learn more about government and to be connected with local businesses. My representative on the county board passed away, and I moved into his spot as Will County Board member for District 8, which encompasses a good deal of the Black and Brown community. I've been on the board since 2009. I was part of the Quality of Life Steering Committee for Joliet. The Unity Community Development Corporation was formed as part of that plan, and a subset of that was to form a minority business group. This group, which is now AABA, has gone through several changes over the years. It's been the Joliet Black Business Association, the Joliet Black Chamber, and now the African American Business Association. I've been directly involved with some of them and support all of them. So I'm especially pleased to see the organization get on its feet and continue moving forward. It is essential that this group continue to be active and provide a forum for minority business owners to be able to get information and training and have the opportunity to network and learn from each other. By now, everyone is aware that the county received $120 million in CARES Act funding. The board divided the money into categories developed criteria for disbursements from each, and then hired a firm to help get the funds out and ensure that the county followed all federal guidelines for the money. One of those categories was businesses. Women and minority-owned businesses were a prime target for assistance. I was fortunate to have the aid of AABA, NAACP, the Joliet chapter of the National Hookup of Black Women, Forest Park Community Center, Fairmont Community Center, the Spanish Community Center, and the Warren Sharp Community Center, as well as the Harvey Brooks Foundation and the network of churches to get the word out about CARES funding. As applications were received, we tracked ownership when the owners were willing to provide that information so that we could determine if we were actually reaching the groups we most wanted to help. And I'll confess that despite our best efforts, there were still many businesses that either didn't get the information or got it but weren't able to get the help they needed. You probably know by now the next iteration of federal funds has been approved. The American Rescue Plan, or ARP, will soon be available. The plan gives money directly to counties to help them offset the impact of the COVID pandemic. Will County is already beginning to work on how we get the word out about the new round of support. Once again, we want to make sure that women and minority-owned businesses participate to the fullest extent possible. We expect the first installment of these funds to reach counties in the early spring, most likely around mid-April, early May. Once funds are received by the county, we will begin phases of disbursement similar to what we had before during the CARES funding. We'll be reaching out again to the organizations and others to help get the word out, so stay tuned. The county has embarked on a diversity and inclusion effort. This began with the formation of a standing committee on the county board. The Diversity and Inclusion Committee will have the responsibility to work on issues, policies, and practices that make the county a more inclusive environment. A part of that effort is the hiring of a consultant specializing in diversity and inclusion. That person will take an objective look at overall county-wide operations and advise of opportunities for improvement, both internal and external. That person will also incorporate changes that are already in progress. It'll be especially helpful to have the input of this group and other community agencies as we go forward. When contacted, I hope you will participate fully with the consultant and share your views and concerns on each subject raised so that we get as much data as possible and are able to create solutions that make real change. Will County is one of the few counties in Illinois that has continued to grow over the past 10 years, according to the most recent status information. Growth makes both changes and chances. As the county grows, new businesses will pop up. Residents will want more services. The added population will most likely be younger, which means that group's interests and needs may differ from the current norm. Entrepreneurs will have opportunities that may not have existed before. Inventive, creative individuals will have a chance to lead the future development of the area. Forward-thinking people with a solid understanding of business principles, detailed business plans, and a willingness to try new ways of working and communicating will prosper and profit. Groups like this one will have a chance to prepare the new group of business owners by providing classes in business acumen, offering seminars on writing business proposals, and giving workshops on customer service will all be chances for ABBA and other groups to support this new growth and help Black and brown innovators to be on the front line. For current and future business owners, I encourage you to think outside the norm. Imagine services that aren't currently available, especially in your neighborhood. Think about what younger people with much more tech-involved lives might want to have nearby. Consider consortiums as a mechanism of strengthening bonding capacity and increase the ability to offer comprehensive and interdisciplinary bid packages. It will be increasingly more important to be able to connect with others in related fields in order to take advantage, of new business opportunities. Just as an example, say there's an opportunity to build a coffee shop. Just think if you could put together a group that offers not only bricks and mortar, but also design, both interior and exterior, furnishings, decor, how much more appealing would your package be? I encourage each of you to dream, plan, imagine new ways of working, implement those plans, and prosper from the changes in lifestyle to come. I want to offer congratulations to our awardees tonight, to Howard Wright with State Farm Insurance, his own agency, who has been an example of what can happen in the community, for Ferdinand Range, who has been in business at the Range Funeral Home since I was a little girl, and that's going back a ways. Both of them have provided examples of what can be done and how we can prosper in our community. And to Ashley Vesey, one of our newer business owners with Level Up Event Planning, an example of what's to come in the future. Congratulations to all of you for all that you've done in the community, and I look forward to seeing more from each of you.
ABBA would like to recognize the video presentation sponsors. State Representative Larry Walsh Jr., State Farm Howard Wright, Awesome Cleaning and Janitorial Services, Joliet Bank and Trust. Thank you again for our video presentation sponsors. Thank you so much for joining us for this year's third ABBA Celebration and Awards. We are so grateful to those of you who have been with us throughout this pandemic. We know the year has been challenging. ABBA is committed to bringing you more information, pointers, and ways to fund your business throughout the year. If you need more information about how to join ABBA, please go to the website jolietchamber.com. Thank you again to our award and event sponsors and to all the recipients who've received awards this year.